Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Drop of Spirit. So, Drop of Spirit is where I tap in, clear my mind, open up to spirit guidance, and share sweet, simple, but powerful messages for you. So, today's Drop of Spirit's a little bit different because I just got done doing a reading and some things came through, some themes came through that I've been hearing over and over again, both for myself and for other people I've read for. And I think it's important to share because I think a lot of us will relate to it. So many of us through the pandemic and through this winter especially have been feeling a sense of being kind of removed from spirit guidance or removed from our connection to the divine or nature or our highest selves, whatever it is that we call it, God. A lot of us have been feeling kind of isolated from that as well as from each other, feeling like we're not in tune with guidance, we're not doing the things that we maybe used to do to stay in tune, maybe not taking care of our spirits and our minds and our bodies as much. And the overwhelming message that I keep receiving about that is that, number one, it's all for a purpose and no time is wasted. And so when we were in that quiet and in that feeling of maybe being cut off from things, we weren't really. We were being cocooned in a womb. And sometimes the womb is dark and very quiet. And sometimes we don't know when it'll be time to be reborn. And when we're doing that, even though we don't know what's happening and we have released control of external circumstances, we're still being nourished. We're still being fed. And that quiet and darkness is nurturing. And it's a deep, deep time of rest. And when we emerge, especially I think when we are going to be emerging from some of this pandemic stuff and things will be opening up, and for those of us that live where it's winter right now, the planet will be warming in our area, things will be unfolding, buds will be blooming, and we hopefully will be too. But Spirit wants us to resist the urge to feel like we've had all this wasted time for the last year and try to run to get ahead or run to catch up to where we thought we were supposed to be. Because if you try to do that when you're first reborn, you're not going to be prepared for all of that stress and all of that stimulation. You're going from a quiet place of the womb to these bright lights and people everywhere and expectations, and that can be super harsh and it can make us just want to crawl back into the womb again. And so what Spirit wants us to do is treat ourselves with tenderness, wake up slowly, take the time in the morning rather than a blaring alarm to stretch. And so how can you treat your life that way? How can you stretch into it and have a slow wake up and, treat your spirit and your external kind of skin of energy with tenderness because it's vulnerable still and it's new, and it requires gentleness and it requires patience with ourselves and with our circumstances. And once we are able to be out in the elements again and we can handle, more of that external stimuli again, then we can hit the ground running if we want to, and we can be more assertive with what we want. But first, that requires a gentle emergence and just trusting that no time was wasted. And so take your time. Take your time waking up, loved one. Thank you.